Stop borrowing beliefs. What was the last belief you actually chose for yourself? Not something you inherited from your parents, or something your friend group all believed, so you did too. Actually, chose, tested, formed yourself. Because here's the thing. Most of what you think you believe, you don't. You borrowed it. From your parents, from your friends, from your teacher, from your professor, from whoever you wanted to fit in with or be liked by, and you never actually explored it. This happens the same way over and over. You grow up in a house. Your parents think a certain way about money, about sex, about politics, about what's acceptable. You absorb it, not because you reasoned through it, because you wanted their approval. Then you're in high school. Your friends all like a certain band, a certain sports team, a certain type of person. And you like it too, not because you explored it yourself, because you wanted to fit in. Then university. Your professor has strong opinions about politics, about art, about what matters. And suddenly you have those opinions too, because you respected them, because you wanted them to respect you back. And here's the really bad part. You don't even realize you're doing it. Someone tells you that jazz music sucks, so you never listen to it. You can't form your own opinion because you never gave yourself permission to experience it. You just borrowed their judgment. Someone tells you that a certain political ideology is stupid, so you hate it without ever actually understanding what it means. You're defending a position you never examined. You grow up in a town where everyone loves Manchester United, so you hate Arsenal. Not because of anything Arsenal did, because the people around you decided that for you. And now you're hostile toward something you never even explored. This is how you stay in a box. This is how you end up living in someone else's box without even knowing it. You think you have opinions, but do you really? You end up with a collection of other people's opinions that you've dressed up as your own because you wanted to fit in. And the worst part? You don't know yourself. You can't tell the difference between what you actually think and what you were handed. You react, you defend, you project. But it's not coming from you. It's coming from someone else's limitations that got transferred onto you, and you just carried them forward. So here's what I'm asking. Do you actually explore a subject before you have an opinion on it? When was the last time you listened to music you were told was bad, just to see what you thought? When was the last time you read about a political ideology you were told was wrong, just to understand what it actually was? When was the last time you gave yourself permission to disagree with someone whose approval you needed? Because that's the only way you escape this, not by rebellion, by exploration. You have to actually experience things before you can have a real opinion on them. You have to listen to the music, watch the show, read the book, talk to the person, explore the idea, not to agree with it, just to know what it actually is, so you can form your own judgment instead of borrowing someone else's. And then you have to give yourself permission to think differently from the people who matter to you. That's the hard part. Because fitting in feels safe. Being liked feels good. Having the same opinions as your friends, your family, your professor, it makes you belong. But belonging to someone else's box is still a box. Every time you don't explore something because somebody told you not to, you're not just limiting your options. You're limiting yourself. You're choosing to stay ignorant about something so you can stay comfortable with the people around you. And you're teaching yourself that fitting in matters more than knowing yourself. That's a horrible habit. And habits become your life. Your default settings are not your fault. You didn't choose to be born into a family with certain opinions. You didn't choose your friend group. You didn't choose your environment. But the moment you become aware that you're borrowing opinions instead of forming them, the moment you see that you're defending positions you never examined, that becomes your choice. You can keep doing it. Or you can start exploring. Give yourself a permission to think for yourself, even if it means disagreeing with people whose approval you need. It's uncomfortable. It takes courage, because you might realize you don't agree with your parents, or you might have different views than your friends, and you might lose some of that approval. But you'll know yourself, and that's the only way you actually grow. One more thing, and watch what you do in the next 3 seconds, because this is the test. Your default right now is to feel something, think, yeah, that's true, and scroll to the next video. That's the factory setting. That's the exact thing this video is about, so override it. Right now, just once. Hit like if this moved something in you. Not for me, as proof to yourself that you can act on something instead of just scrolling past and forgetting it by tomorrow. Subscribe if you want more of this. No psychology, no theory, just real talk about the things that are actually keeping you small and what to do about them. This is the School of Common Sense. And if this hit you, go watch other videos on the channel. Then tell me in the comments, what's one opinion you have that you've never actually explored? Just be honest with yourself, the one you're defending without having done the work. I'll see you in the next one. Stay awake.